What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another score reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, yo, GSGang, we back with it. We got a couple things to talk about real quick before we jump into it. Number one, let's look at the elephant in the room. I got scarred up yesterday by my dog. Alright, so we was wrestling and I was pretending to be under the blankets and like locked in a cave because that's what you're supposed to do with your dogs. And she went and dug the shit out of that fucking blanket and just now I look like a Bond villain appropriating black culture. So it's not it's not a great look. But the other thing is, like, you're not gonna be able to hurt my feelings about it. So go ahead, get your jokes off. Let's go. Have a day. We still gonna do the video. Not only that, but I hate when people skip the intros. So if you see anybody in the comments asking like, oh, what happened to your head? I just want you to gaslight them. Like, just be as toxic about it as possible. Like, what are you talking about? He's always had that. Like, what? No, just like, he's literally always had that since day one. I've been following for 3 years and he's always had those scars. Just because people be skipping the intros. Fuck them. Last thing I want to talk before we get into this, I listened back to the first part of the album yesterday after the review. I wanted to do the whole thing yesterday, but I was like, nah, we're going to give it a day, let it breathe, let's get everybody knowing that we're doing it, more eyes on the project, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was into it. I listened back last night, and there's an important thing that I want to talk about. I think I enjoyed it more on the playback last night by myself. There's a few scenarios where a song will actually just be worse and hit worse in a reaction format. Not every song is meant to be paused every 10 seconds and bars be analyzed and broke down. Some songs are written and composed to where the entire movement and ambience and music kind of like pushes the project together by itself, and you lose a lot of that with reactions. You lose a lot of that in translation because the focus now is on lyrical prowess and cadence and yada yada. Like, I try to pick up as much as I can when I'm listening, but number one, it's in a reaction. It's not like a deep review. So it's my first time ever hearing it, haven't had time to sit with it, so on and so forth. After sitting with the first 5 tracks and listening back on my own, like with the music going, in my bed, more comfortable, you know, scenario, not pausing it, I think I enjoyed it more. I really do. I think you're able to just kind of like go through the guidance and the journey with it, right? Plus, I was on edibles. That might help as well, too. I don't know. But I do know that not pausing and everything like that helped. But I went on a fucking journey. I listened back to those first 5 tracks. I was loving it. But here we go. We're going to finish it up. We got 5 more. I'm excited about it. I know y'all are excited. I don't even have my headphones ready to go. Bang. Look, we do these all in one take. Y'all get the mistakes and everything. We here, baby. Alright, cool. So, we're good to go. First one up. Nifei, Lakoja, Oven. I'm sure that is completely mispronounced. Put the correct pronunciation for me in the comments. As always, go back to the first one if you didn't see the first half, but all of your regular disclosures, please leave translations in the comments. No disrespect intended. If I say something wrong, just correct me. Let's get into it, baby. That intro wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be longer. I wanted to talk about that stuff. I had a lot of jokes ready to go off for the cuts and shit. And then, it's cool. We here now.
Hurt me, control me. When I was 22, you move me, consume me. The man I am was missing too. Hold me, control me, wrap around me, ooh, love me, control me. When I am 52, is I go down, yo. Is I go down, me. Is I go down.
conflicted. Your love language speaks to me different. Letting love lead, only let me the regrets. Loving you deeply, but
Oh, stop! This is gonna be alright. We in our dark room music bag. That's what we doing right now. Alright, AQ, stop it. He said your love language speaks to me a little differently. Let's go. One of my favorite lines of all time. Joe Budden said, she said all I ever made her feel was hurt and disgust, which in turn hurt because that was my version of love. Yo, we get these bars off, and we're getting into relationship bars. We start talking. Look, this is what I wanted on the other joint, right? When he got all cocky instead, I wanted the vulnerable AQ. Let's go. This is I'm here for this. That bar is hard as shit. She said her love language talk to me a little differently. Also, this is weird. I feel like I switched into a more comfortable shirt for this. This one's all like big and comfy and shit like that. This is the type of attire I feel like I had to have on to really appreciate Brymo getting in his bag, right? I feel like you need to be like in something comfortable and just like flowy and wavy and relaxed and shit like that. Like this ain't the rah go, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not the right environment. I feel like I realized that yesterday listening back to it. I'm much more relaxed coming into this second portion of this. But let's go.
your love is conflicting, I'm conflicted. Your love language speaks to me different. Letting love lead, only let me the regrets. Loving you deeply brought me distress. Unconditional love came with conditions. Started to feel like incest, even though it's not, but I feel fucked in depth.
Whoa. What? Where did the incest come from? I think I'm missing something here.
Which speaks to me different. Letting love lead, only let me the regrets. Loving you deeply brought me distress. Unconditional love came with conditions.
I want to make this very clear because I'm going to chew the incest line up really, really bad. Everything up until this point, absolutely fire. Every line, just like bar after bar. Like this is the type of shit that I love. This is like my favorite bag, right? This is my button bag. This is that mood music bag.
The regrets, loving you deeply brought me distress. Unconditional love came with conditions.
Unconditional love came with conditions. Dog, I could do a whole reaction on that bar alone. That shit merch. That might not even be your merch. That shit tat. Someone's gonna walk around with that tatted on them. Mark my fucking words. Unconditional love came with conditions. Like if there's ever been a motto for my own personal relationships, that's wild. Now we're gonna have to destroy this though, or I'm gonna have to understand this line a lot better. Let's go.
Feel like incest, even though it's not, but I feel fucked in depth. I just wanna reset. Showed me your face only your.
Yeah, this might kill the whole fucking song for me. Hold up now. We're gonna listen to it all together one more time. See if we feel differently about it.
Your love is conflicting, I'm conflicted. Your love language speaks to me different. Letting love lead, only let me the regrets. Loving you deeply brought me distress. Unconditional love came with conditions. Started to feel like incest, even though it's not, but I feel.
I won't listen to the whole track because of that line. Straight up, like I can't show nobody that, right? Like I can't be like, oh no, you know it's incest. Like I didn't want to fuck my sibling. Like what? It's such a bad line. This reminds me. Nasty C had a line too. A lot of people do, but a lot of people try to put like pedophile lines in there. Like I touch all the kids, like a pedo or some shit like that. Pedophile bars, they touch all the kids, and I'm like, no, that's terrible line. Like it makes me not want to listen to the whole song because I'm not gonna sit there and try and justify one line. What do you mean it feels like incest, my guy? What does that mean? What does it mean? It feels like I just don't want to do this. Like how do you know what incest feels like? I don't know, man. Is weird. It's weird. It's jarring, and for me, it leaves me uncomfortable. I'm just like, man, this is like I would never say this. You like it sounds forced for the rhyme scheme. You would never say that in a real conversation, right? Like if you're arguing with your chick and you're like, man, like everything, your shit is leaving me distressed. Like we're in an argument, man. This shit feels like incest. Like you would never say that. No one talks like that. It would be super forced.
Let me the regrets, loving you deeply brought me distress. Unconditional love came with conditions, started to feel like incest, even though it's not, but I feel fucked in depth. I just wanna reset. Showed me your face only your mother could love. Shaking in my legs to my kneecaps. Love is blind, so you never could see that. Always blank when I type on my keypads. Type and backspace, type of love that ends with a caption. But all is fair in love and war, so I don't make a move and wait for reaction.
Hurt me, control me when I was when he do you move me, consume me. The man I am was missing too. Hold me, control me, wrap around me, ooh, love me, control me when I am 52. Is that Lakoja, yo? Is that Lakoja, me? Is that Lakoja, yo? Is that Lakoja, me?
To love me is to know me. Feels like everybody watching me closely. Like correcting my compositions. Too many blue ticks in my stories. You give me love, then try to control me. Take that back, that pussy.
He would say that. He would say that on the only on the only one of these that I'm like going in being critical on. He right. He right.
Give me cold fit, I take that back, that pussy unholy. Days I fasted and prayed on both knees. Conversations like poetry, love letters from overseas, over there that's an overseas, and I'm hovering overseas. Those butterflies in my tummy got to my esophagus and they choking me now. Hoping I will cope, but the rope's not long enough. I'm broken, see now.
See, that's two in the same genre. I'll never listen to this song again. This one is a miss for me. I think like there's certain things too. Like now we got the Joel Ortiz syndrome. Like no one says tummy. It's a forced word for the rhyme scheme. Same exact thing with the incest one, right? You would never say, like, I can't see AQ's hard as the same person that did the Lamb Cypher 3.0, right? He's not on the phone with Shorty talking about I got butterflies in my tummy right now. Like it's not like that's not it, dog. That's not it. That's not it. Let's finish the song off. Let the fade out. Alright, 1 to 10. In the comments below, put your scores. Look, this is going to be a complete miss for me. This is like a 3. That's like a 4. That's like a 3. It's like a 3.5. It's like a 3.5. Here's why. 5 is average, right? So 5 is like right in the middle. 5 out of 10 is average. And like, it's got to be below that because I don't like it. Right, so like those, like lyrically I bring it down, but it can't be like it's a 0 because there's a lot of good shit. The composition was beautiful, the music theory on it was on point, was good. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the vocals on it. It's just like for those specific 2 lines, but it does bring me back to a really important conversation. I tweeted out about this, and we talked on Twitter a little bit about it. But there's certain conversations in hip hop. So this is like, is one line being really foul enough for you not to listen to a whole song? That's my question. I want you to answer that. If you're GSGang and you're watching this reaction, I really want to know what your input is on that thought. Okay, is one line bad enough to stop listening to a whole song? And I went back and forth with people because for me it is. Like for me, if there's something that I don't like that's that egregious, there's just like, man, like it takes my spirit away a little bit. I'm sad when I hear that part. I don't like it. Like it's such a bad bar that like it irks me, right? I will feel that every time it comes up on my playlist. So I can't put it on my playlist. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to cringe at a fucking song. Like if it's not for me, then it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's someone out there who's in this comment section, guaranteed, will defend that incest line to the death. And this is like, I'm not gonna go and try and change their mind about it. I'm saying I don't like that for me. So what I need to know from you guys is one line in a song being weird, off, whatever, enough for you not to listen to a song? And if you're going to say, nah, I don't care, just let the one line go out of here, right? Where does that stop? Like, where's the limit for you? If you're like, nah, I don't care. So like, there's like whatever your stance is. If there's like a line that's like super against whatever you're about, right? You're listening to a song and the song is a banger. The song is like a 10 out of 10. But like, at the end, they're just like, I don't know, whatever, something against whatever you're about. If there's a line about fucking anti-religion shit, if there's a line about sucking dick, if there's a line about fucking disrespecting women, like if there's a line there that's just like egregious, like shit that you just don't agree with, right? Then like, will you still listen to that whole song? Or are you gonna hit that bar every time at the end and just ignore it? Like, let me know what the thought is around that. But for me, it's like 3.5. I won't be revisiting this one. Let's keep going. Bow House. Ball House? Bow House. So, that's probably a language barrier. Bow, my understanding, is like in the Diablo sense. And I don't think that has an E on the end of it. So I don't think that I have any insight for this. Let me know what this translates to. But let's go. Next one up.
Tell somebody to tell anybody to tell every person to tell everybody. Them carry matter go for ballet house. I no go, I no think twice. I no care, I no fees fight. I no pity one who hearing these guys. They no they think right. Tell everybody to tell everybody to tell everybody to tell everybody. Tell somebody to tell anybody to tell every person to tell everybody. Hey, my ballet house. I no think twice. My ballet house. I no think twice.
The hands on the clock is a quarter past infinity. God's was forever, the music is God's vicinity. All work for better, but as long as I decree in this, your ears will be blessed as you listen with gross and discipline. Non-fiction, real life, not written with ink type. No genre, this is whatever the fuck I feel like. For what you're this is a VIP invite. For all the mistakes man makes, I'm feeling this with insight. 100% love for my imaginary hater. Still trying to find the source of the licks of Honduras papers. Journalistic poetry out of space is a cold place. Hell on earth, Nigeria stays burning as it rotates. Trying to speak on behalf of my people, hoping they host wait. No way, the bastards shut the messengers at the toll gate.
Let's go. That was what a fucked up part to pause that on. Alright, hold on. My feelings are being mixed right now. Wow. Powerful fucking line. Take the toll gate line out of it, because I gotta react to everything up to that. Let's go! Like, what? First of all, Brymo came on to some warrior shit. Come out to play. Like, I thought, yo, AQ came in ready to set the fucking world on fire. This is the one we should have started with today. We're gonna bring this whole thing back. This got my chakra realigned, alright? Every album's entitled to a miss, right? This is where we should have started back at. This is hard as shit so far. Let's go. This intro, the beat and cadence to this, like, let's go. This is fire.
Somebody to tell anybody to tell every person to tell everybody. Them carry matter go for ballet house. I no go, I no think twice. I no care, I no fees fight. I no pity one who hearing these guys. They no they think right.
See, like, what's the message getting apart? Like, what does this translate to? Because in my mind, the ambience, like, what this is creating, the vision, this sound like a get ready for war type speech. This sound like the Outsiders right before a big brawl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we got the motorcycles parked and shit like that, and he like walking up and down the line. Like, look, I don't fist fight. Like, we smoking somebody. I don't know. Like, that's what this is giving off. Is that translated wrong? Is that not what's happening? That's where I feel I'm at right now.
Tell everybody to tell everybody to tell everybody to tell everybody. Tell somebody to tell anybody to tell every person to tell everybody. Hey, my ballet house.
Like, this is my house. Go tell everybody. You tell someone to tell someone. You could save a life. Like, let's go.
Twice. My ballet house. I no think twice.
The hands on the clock is a quarter past infinity. God's was forever, the music is God's vicinity. All work for better, but as long as I decree in this, your ears will be blessed as you listen with gross and discipline. Non-fiction, real life, not written with ink type. No genre, this is whatever the fuck I feel like. For what's about the witness, this is a VIP invite. For all the mistakes man makes, I'm feeling this with insight. 100% love for my imaginary hater. Still trying to find the source of the licks of Honduras papers. Journalistic poetry.
Like, let's go. Let's go. Let's let's go. Let's go. I would expect Zulu Mecca to hit me with that shit. Not AQ. Like, we in.
Outer space is a cold place. Hell on earth, Nigeria stays burning as it rotates. Trying to speak on behalf of my people, hoping they host wait. No way, the bastards shut the messengers at the toll gate. Whether you find solace, fashion state.
Like, look, that's like that might be bar of the fucking album right now. I apologize on like the not giving that proper due the first time, because we was like trying to summarize the whole first half of the song. Yo, that one was different, dog. Let's go. That was fire.
It's a cold place. Hell on earth, Nigeria stays burning as it rotates. Trying to speak on behalf of my people, hoping they host wait. No way, the bastards shut the messengers at the toll gate. Whether you find solace, fashion statements with no taste. Price tag on my life, but my soul ain't for the showcase. Lactose intolerant, but I'm a serial kind of guy. NASCO for terrorism, no justice for the blind or freedom for the woke. I'm on DJ Corpus kind of time. Son of God, son of John, my inheritance is shine. It's heavy on my mind, circumstances behind my birth. Placed in the country that greatly stifles the best and slowly kills off the rest. My only feeling of regret is looking at my passport and I'm thinking of self-defense. The Yahoo boys dealings and the ritual killings, fake miracles and healings, such a mutual feeling. The hands on the
Stop.
greatly stifles the best and slowly kills off the rest. My only feeling of regret is looking at my passport and I'm thinking of self-defense. The Yahoo boys dealings and the ritual killings, fake miracles and healings, such a mutual feeling. The hands on the clock is a quarter past infinity.
He said the fake rituals and healings. Give it mutual. Come on, dog. Hold up. This is
placed in the country that greatly stifles the best and slowly kills off the rest. My only feeling of regret is looking at my passport and I'm thinking of self-defense. The Yahoo boys dealings and the ritual killings, fake miracles and healings, such a mutual feeling. The hands on the clock is a quarter past infinity. God's was forever, the music is God's vicinity. All work for better, but as long as I decreeing this, your ears will be blessed as you listen with gross and discipline. Non-fiction, real life, not written with ink type. No genre, this is whatever the fuck I feel like. For what you're about to witness, this is a VIP invite. For all the mistakes man makes, I'm feeling this with insight.
I would have liked to have heard a little bit more variety in his pitch control and cadence, right? A little monotone, same thing throughout. That aside, that shit was fire, dog. I loved it. I loved the shit out of that. This is like a 9. This is like a 9 out of 10 for me. This is one, I'm excited to go listen back to this on my own, because I know I probably missed some fucking banger shit in that. But like everything from like the setup in the beginning to the way that he rolled out with it, every fucking bar was fucking fired. Like, and then like he hit like two different segments in there, 2 little stanzas, 2 cadences that were just like, we had to pull that back time and time again. Let's go, baby. All right, we back on it. Family first. Let's go. This is one I'm expecting this to be good. I think this one was talked about a lot on Twitter. Let's go.
Let's not pretend me and M haven't really been on talking terms. You know issues get bigger when you look through microscopic lens. Still I never chase cloud or ever copy trends. This song is hard to write like I got a faulty pen. I'm stuck with them, respect forever.
Alright, look. I know y'all love talking about this shit. I don't do the TMZ stuff. I don't got nothing to add to this. I don't got no questions about it. Here's what I say. Shut the fuck up and let's hear what the man has to say about it. Alright? I read the comments. I read every comment, right? I know you guys just love to speculate, and I think this is issue. I think there's a lot of things about a lot of things. Here's what I know. I talked to M directly during the interview, and he told me to check out the album, that the album was something else. So there's at least love. I asked about AQ. I didn't know there was an issue. I asked about AQ. We talked about the Connect Head. We talked about a lot of things. And everything from M side was love. So we'll hear AQ's side of it, but don't expect me to be in the comments going back and forth with y'all about this. I don't care about this. This is not like the TMZ stuff. Drama is their drama. That's not what I'm here for. I am here for the art of it. I'm here for the bars. I'm here. What is making you feel a type of way so much that you want to go and put it into music? Because this is what's for the people. If it's in the bars, it's for the listenership. So you know what I'm saying? This is like, so like, let's avoid the TMC drama and let's like just listen to what's being said. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
Let's not pretend me and M haven't really been on talking terms. You know issues get bigger when you look through microscopic lens. Still I never chase cloud or ever copy trends. This song is hard to write like I got a faulty pen. I'm stuck with them, respect forever. Even though
like, alright, nah, I said I was I could talk about it. I'm just not giving it to the TMZ stuff. I like the beginning. I like how he starts it off. Like, look, I'm not gonna leave this one up for the bloggers to try and tell you what this song is about. He's like, let's get right to it. Clearly there's an issue, let's talk about it. I like that. I like that. What else did I want to say? What did he just say?
never chase cloud or ever copy trends. This song is hard to write like I got a faulty pen. I'm stuck.
So like, yeah, I'm never copying trend. Like a lot of people will go and diss M or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For clout, or just talk about, you know, beefs and issues and stuff like that for clout chasing. He's like, that's not what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me talking. Let me get my shit off. And then he follows this up. He said something about always having respect, right?
With them respect forever. Even though we talk as friends, you've been the boss, and damn, what a run. You know I gotta run, surpass everything I've done. No sloppy ends, losing everything and getting my money, how you comprehend. Let's talk amends, I made millions. We all made millions. I'm not talking ones, I'm talking by the tens. Everybody cop the Benz. Call Brymo up like, yo, let's make more M's. Put a deal on the table like sign it at your convenience. Conversations on helipads. Yo, don't get the picture, you're too close to the elephant. Chatting shit on Telegram with those small-minded set of plans. In virtual spaces that are irrelevant, no elegance. Same move, same circle dance. One hand gets dirty, you stain both hands to wash it off. Same finger you point with is your trigger finger. Let it off, we can let the dust settle or raise hell. I'm barely touched, the return set of plans. In virtual spaces that are irrelevant, no elegance. Same move, same circle dance.
Subjective.
One hand gets dirty, you stain.
Actually, it's not subjective. I think that's just bullshit. AQ has a weird view too with some of the stuff with the tech stuff. For him being a tech guy, you know what I mean? He talks a lot about like the anti-crypto stuff and shit like that. Like he's really against some of that stuff. I don't think the spaces are relevant at all. I think number one, whatever you're going into about the space to talk about, like M space that I've called him in, have been about gender-based violence, have been about hip-hop and album reviews, have been about getting your PVC and voting and shit like that. To say that the spaces are irrelevant and stuff like that, unless I'm misinterpreting, like I'm taking it as Twitter, I'm taking spaces as spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like these, I see these conversations going on. If people are having a conversation, it's not irrelevant. Like that's, now maybe this is supposed to be looked at from like a bigger picture, right? Where it's like, all right, cool, you talking to 100 people in a space. I'm trying to make moves that will reach millions, and in the grand scheme of things, these small moves will do nothing. I'm trying to do something that will shake whole entire platforms. There's a lot of ways it can be interpreted, but as somebody who participates in the spaces, I feel like I took that a type of way. Like, nah, like those things matter, man. We built this all from fucking nothing. You got to start somewhere, though.
With those small-minded set of plans. In virtual spaces that are irrelevant, no elegance.
Yeah, virtual space. That's what you're talking
Same
about.
move, same circle dance. One hand gets dirty, you stain both hands to wash it off. Same finger you point with is your trigger finger. Let it off.
That's insane. I wish I wrote that. That part is fire, my guy. One hand gets dirty, you stain both to wash it off. The same finger you point. Ah!
Virtual spaces that are irrelevant, no elegance. Same move, same circle dance. One hand gets dirty, you stain both hands to wash it off. Same finger you point with is your trigger finger. Let it off. We can let the dust settle or raise hell. I'm barely touched. The return of Machiavelli, you already lost. I cannot take sides on this. Bitch by J didn't die for this. Even though it's not the things I ride for, I tried for this. Glad I helped my brother get rich before he went out on this. I don't care what time it is, I'm just making timeless shit. said I couldn't do the impossible and there's no hope for me. Now we're selling art on the open sea and that's an NFT. Who made you judge? Keep your clemency, you cannot sentence me. Keep the same energy for eternity or just let it be. Don't ever talk to me crazy like you made me. Spilled my blood on the Hennessy floor. One apologized, one betrayed me. The hook wasn't right, should've let the cavemen do it. They praying that I fall, you said amen to it. Feels like my mama's gonna pass soon. I'm just glad you saw me get past that great dad soon. From cartoons who sitting in the foreign to look at the car shoes, to looking in the mirror like damn Q, is that you? Shout out to my man Luce. You know I got you forever. They're waiting on the part 2 of Crown 2. I got you, cause I know you got me. To Frank, to Prince, to Austin, I bend my back for you. To my only sister, I'm sorry it's getting dark for you. Give everything I got for you. My niece, my nephews, I can't replace your dad for you, but you know I died for you. My mother's name is Rosaline, Black's mother's name is Rosaline. We had something in common, it's destiny when we go in. My late brother's name is Golden, and that's on Golden. If I could change one thing, I'd change everything just to know him. I know you all are proud of me, fuck whoever that doubted me. But to grow, you gotta leave your family, and that's how it be. Rest in peace, Dad. Rest in peace, Kingsley. But to grow, you gotta leave your family, and that's how it be. That's how it be. Bless.
Family first. You're all I got. Oh, family first. I left my mom for that.
I should have went with my original gut instinct and just not commented too much on this at all. Because I feel like the things that I pointed out and shit like that are completely irrelevant if you listen to the song and what it's about. The song is a 10. The song is my man talking his shit to the point where, like, it's not a song. Like, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? This is like a PSA. This is more like a... This is like a timepiece. This is more like a... This is like a stamp in the culture of, like, just like, at this moment in time, this is where things stand with these individuals, and this is some of the shit that was going on. And it's like, as you're reading it, I feel like I'm watching history. Like, you're listening, like this is the culture right now. This is what he's been living through. This is his story. How am I gonna, you know what I mean? Like, that was really dope. That was such a dope experience to be part of those conversations and stuff like that. And really, like, there's no commentary to even be had about it. Like, you're gonna talk on these other men's relationships? Like, what am I, like, salute on you for like, salute the AQ for writing it. I'll be honest with you, like, it's not, I can't be an easy song to do. It's gotta be uncomfortable. Especially when you're balancing it, when you're balancing respect with frustration. It is, two things can be true at once, right? Somebody can be the greatest person in the world, and you can fucking be mad at them. They can be a good person, and they can do something that you consider to be shitty at the same time. Two things can be true. And it's like, we're all on the outside. Like, no one knows the full story. You'll never know the full story. I don't give a fuck what the full story is, to be honest with you. It's not our business. We're getting the music. Our job is to look at the music, the creation that comes afterwards, and for us to communicate about it and keep the hip-hop culture alive. But, like, man, that it almost, like, hurt to listen to a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never want to see people that you care about. Like, I care about these guys. Like, that. You never want to see people that you care about going through shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's unfortunate. What a dope record, though. Yeah, like, just based on the nature of it, the delivery of it, like, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me. If you're scoring this less than a 10 out of 10, then I feel like you missed the message of it, right? Because it's really easy to be like, maybe the cadence in this particular part could have been polished. It's a 9.9. I would have chose this word different here. Like, that's not what that one was. We can do that on the freestyle verses. You know what I'm saying? This was not that. This was my man really like, I'm sure he sees the tweets. I'm sure he, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he gets alerts every 5 seconds. His fucking phone's going off asking him about him and other people because that's just how motherfuckers are. Like that, this is him like, hey, you guys were asking. We're talking. Let's settle down. Let me live my life. Here's where we at. I like it. And then just the overall message, like, sometimes you got, sometimes you gotta leave. Come on, man. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna listen back to that one on my old time. We might tweet about it. Tweet at me about that if you want to talk about that one. That was dope. Stay is next. Man, I feel like I'm like congested now and shit. Got all emotional. All right, AQ and Brymo, stay. Let's go. 2 more left.
Man need a strong alone. They carry your weight, making your way. But every heart need another to hold. We they come from a long, long way. Say you know cause they, you know cause they, you know cause they, you know cause they. Say you know cause they.
Never been around when I was needed most. Lost so many people, now I'm seeing ghosts. My childhood trauma, my ego spoke. Both telling me that all I need is notes.
God damn. Rest in peace, past day. This shit has been on me all week. Rest in peace to everybody that we lost, dog. Rest in peace to my father. Rest in peace to any of your parents that are no longer with us. If you're in the GSGang, if you're just watching this, rest in peace. Beats by like. Hold on. All right, we're good, man. Let's keep it together. Let's keep it together. Rest in power to everybody that we fucking lost. He said, losing so many people, like, come on, man. It feels like I'm seeing ghosts. This is gonna be one of those ones, huh? I'm not ready to give y'all, like, intelligent commentary about death yet. And if you've been following the channel, you guys are up and up on that. But let's get through it.
You know cause they, say you know cause they.
Never been around when I was needed most. Lost so many people, now I'm seeing ghosts. My childhood trauma, my ego spoke. Both telling me that all I need is notes. Never been the same since I lost my dad. Dear mother, if you leave, I'ma lose my graps. I've been holding on, going on, I'm used to that. Cause all I used to have is the will I used to rap. Now I have you, how am I supposed to act? Keep protected on you and you too woke for that. I've been condescending, not pretending, not too friendly too. Like my water's ending, try to change, but I keep offending you. So what I'm about to do, I see you walking out of me, I know what I'm about to lose. And I'm not asking you to choose, cause if I wear in your shoes, I choose me instead of you. Cute.
One need a strong alone. They carry your weight, making your way. But every heart need another to hold. We they come from a long, long way. Say you know cause they, you know cause they, you know cause they, you know cause they. Say you know cause they.
There's friction in the home, but I'm fixing up my tone. Speaking to you grown, you play the victim for your own. Benefits, no benefits for sitting with my phone. If you don't get a text, check I'm with the microphone. Not with some chick for my sins I atone. Got a sick addiction for just being on my own. Been running around, I'm burning out and been around all day. Been sneaking out, slipping out and been around your weight. It's hard to prioritize emotions when I'm drowning in slow motion. All this drama around my way. I've been immortalized in jail like I ain't thought about you once. That's why you're walking out on me. Hey. Being man, they always say all these bills I gotta pay. If I break, no one will save me. But I'm asking, would you stay? The sacrifices that I make, the black taxes that I pay. Say
one need a strong alone. They carry your weight, making your way. But every heart need another to hold. We they come from a long, long way. Say you know cause they, you know cause they, you know cause they, you know cause they. Say you know cause they.
This is one of my favorite songs I've ever heard in my life. This is one of those, in music, sometimes the right song finds you at the right time. Beautifully done. Bigfoot, I see you on the production, my guy. Yo, that song was fucking, that was perfect. That was... The marriage between the two of their voices on this one, man. Really, really fucking dope. This is, oh my god, this is like deep into that dark room music bag. This is that mood music bag. This is what I wanted. What was it on? This is War. When I said I wanted that shit, like, yo, this is like, this is the vulnerable. This is the, oh my god. If I paused every time that we had a fucking quotable, you would have to pause bar after bar after bar. Like, there are so many gems in this. There are so many gems in this. I wish I was in a better emotional state. We could just keep bringing this one back. Like, I might just do it anyway. Get over the dad shit. Like, swallow it for right now. And, like, let's really talk about it. Are we going to do that? Look, I know y'all fuck with me. If you guys are going to watch an hour-long fucking interview, you're going to watch an hour-long fucking reaction. Y'all not going to care that we listen to a song a second time. Let's go. We're gonna bring it back. Yo, this happened twice in the same album. I did this on the fucking on the first track, right? We ended up listening to that a second time. This is like the same thing. This album is special. This is a dope project, though. This is a dope project. I don't think I want to listen to the whole song yet. Let's skip to like here. For emotional reasons.
I choose me instead of you. Cute.
Oh, nah, this part was fucking insane. All right, let's from like here. Like here.
Condescending, not pretending, not too friendly too. Like my waters ending, try to change, but I keep offending you. So what I'm about to do? I see you walking out of me, I know what I'm about to lose. And I'm not asking you to choose, cause if I wear your shoes, I choose me instead of you. Cute.
That's like insane. Listen to how it just then goes into his voice. It gives me this thing too, like, oh my god, like the way Brymo's voice comes in, it almost sounds like a comforting figure, right? Like almost like a father figure, but or like God or nothing like that. But just as like remember how I mentioned before about like having that kind of like narrative position on a track, right? It does. It sounds like we're going through the emotions with AQ. Like that's your protagonist. That's who we are and shit like that. And then like as our emotions are building up and like and shit like that, it's like Brymo's voice comes in. He comes on. And you're just kind of like, all right, now sit down and digest what you just heard. Now sit down and think about those emotions. AQ made you feel those emotions. Brymo slowed the pace down so that you had to come face to face with him. Like, yo, let's go. Alright, now let's get into the fucking quotables on the second verse. I don't think I paused it at all. I just wanted the full experience first. Let's go.
Strong alone, they carry your weight, making your way. But every heart need another to hold. We they come from a long, long way. Say you know go stay, you know go stay, you know go stay, you know go stay. Say you know go stay.
There's friction in the home, but I'm fixing up my tone.
There's friction in the home, but I'm fixing up my tone. Why is that so good? Why is that so good? In one sentence, he has painted an entire picture. There's friction in the home. There's a relationship. There's friction. We're arguing. You see screaming. You see like all the regular shit that we go through. And then what does he say? I'm fixing up my tone. I am accepting responsibility for the half or the part of this that I am bringing to the table that is causing that friction. Right? We're already in the healing process. This is not a revelation. I'm fixing up my tone. I had already realized that I fucked up, and we are currently in the healing process. That's a heavy line. Like, you say a lot without saying a lot with that, dog. Let's go.
My tone, speaking to you grown, you play the victim for your own benefits. No.
Dog, how many? Like, come on. if you haven't been in a relationship, just skip this whole part. I'm not even talking to you. I'm not stopping every time. Like, yo, those like when you said speaking to your own, you play a victim to your own, dog. Like every time you go and talk to your mom, every time you go and talk to your pops and shit like that, it's always he's the bad guy because of X, Y, and Z. You never start the conversation with I'm fixing up my tone. It's never like I did X, Y, and Z. Like that's what that frustration is. When you talk to your own, when you talk to your peoples, you talk to your friends, right? What do? You bitch about what I do, X, Y, and Z, but you never give the full story. You never give the what did I do to help us both get to this point. And like once in a while, occasionally maybe it's one-sided. There are just people out there who are bad, and there are people who are good, and sometimes good people get bad people. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about normal relationships where both people are just human, making mistakes and shit like that, and then one person always chooses to make themselves be the victim, and how that frustrates the other person. Let's go.
My phone, if you don't get it,
bring it back. Hold up.
play the victim for your own benefits. No benefits for sitting with my phone. If you don't get a text, check 'em with the microphone. Not with some chick for my sins I atone. Got a sick addiction for just being on my own.
Yo, I got a sick addiction for just being on my own. There is nothing more addictive than peace. If you come out of a bad relationship, right, and that time when you're on your own, and you don't gotta deal with the screaming and the hollering and nonsense and shit like that, fam, you turn into the coldest. When you realize that you're happier by yourself, you turn into the coldest fucking person in the world. Whether it's for the best or not, maybe you didn't meet the right person, maybe you got dealt a shitty hand, it don't matter. But there do come a point where it's like, man, I am happier being alone. Like when I'm around people, I just get anxiety. I'm waiting for the other shoe to fall. I know that there's an argument. I know that there's an issue with something that I do that you got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like,
Now then been around all day. Been sneaking out, slipping out, and been around your way. It's hard to prioritize emotions when I'm drowning in slow motion. All this drama around my.
It's hard to prioritize emotions when I'm drowning in slow motion.
Burning out and been around all day. Been sneaking out, slipping out, and been around your way. It's hard to prioritize emotions when I'm drowning in slow motion.
It's hard to prioritize emotions when I'm drowning in slow motion. This man's pen is fucking... Let's go, dog. What? I'm tweeting this out right now. Go like this fucking tweet. If you're watching this and you watch the whole thing through... I know what? I'm not going to do this. This is going to take too long. I'm going to tweet it out afterwards. After we post this shit. Somebody remind me. This is going to get posted tomorrow. We're going to post it. We'll go figure it out. God damn. My issue with that is if I tweet it out now and then I don't actually put the video out tomorrow until like later. Never mind. We're going to keep going.
Drama around my way. I've been immortalized in jail like I ain't thought about you once. That's why you're walking out on me. Hey. Being man.
That's just a straight up, man, I'm so busy chasing my fucking dream that I'm not paying attention to the house I'm trying to build.
Bills I gotta pay, if I break no one will save me. But I'm asking would you stay, the sacrifices that I make, the black taxes that I pay, say.
One need is strong alone, they carry your weight, making your way. But every heart you need another to hold, we they come from a long, long way. Say you know what's there, you know what's there, you know what's there, you know.
He makes you want to sing along with him, but like, I don't know what the rules are to that, because I'm going to be saying shit wrong. That shit going to look mad, not good, but like, he do be filling you up. Pause. Oh my God. The music does fill your soul and make you want to fucking, oh my God, I hate everything. What time is this? I'm going to have to cut. Never mind. Let's just... That was fire, my guy. I hate the internet, dog. Can't even have a conversation. Oh my God, this is like the perfect fade on that one too. Like, let's go. Shout out to Bigfoot. Make sure y'all follow the producer if y'all are fucking with the album, not just the artist. Let's go, all by yourself. I gotta say this, I don't want to listen to this right now. I'm having fun, enjoying this whole reaction, this whole album. Like, I'm sad that this is gonna end. I want to get it out to y'all, so obviously we're gonna do that. But like,
there before.
Okay.
Never knew if I had this one before. And the Messiah would call his father's blood. And all the dead and the bridges were burned.
So this is super interesting to me. Because I'm hearing his voice still. But it doesn't have like the indigenous sounds to it. It's like him on like a like West Side fucking like R&B type beat and shit like that. And seeing how his voice now translates with different instrumentation and stuff like that is very interesting. He sounds good. Like, I love it. Like, he's got a crazy voice on him.
Get over yourself. You're over yourself.
This sounds so good. This sounds like a fucking Maroon 5 record or some shit like that. Like, this is like quadruple A studio quality shit.
Oh, I'm thinking that you know. Oh, I'm happy that you know. It's okay, they don't know that you know. It's alright, it's alright.
It's hard to believe we all gonna die someday. It's kinda fucked up that you had to pick a Saturday. Fucked up my weekends, now you really made it hard to pray. Was there to pray for, where on the real I could just die today. I sound ungrateful for all the crazy times you held my back. I text you now and wait, but you don't text me back. How could we go through all the things that we supposed to and you wouldn't?
This is for Beats by Jay. Alright, first and foremost, rest in power, my guy. I seen the tweet about this with the text message, and it fucking killed me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's such a relatable thing. Anyone who's dealt with loss, dog. I can't tell you how many times I lost my best friend quite a few years ago at this point, probably like 6 or 7 years. I lost track of the years, but like, I can't tell you how many times you go to dial somebody's number, or how many times something happens in a group chat and you go to tag them, and it's like that's such a real thing.
Get it back, your passing made me antisocial. Fuck my focus, making this song wouldn't bring my homie back. My brother said breathe, I said who made the track? You know them clowns that was around when you're feeling down. Blood sucking enough for leaves, you leeches what you want from me. You told me that it was our time, I made something happen. Picture was laughing while we yapping on the phone as time was passing. I be thinking to myself, you should have taken the vaccine. They caught my homie lacking. Who would have thought I'd be backtracking when we should be stacking? Another funeral, I'm trying to be there for your brothers. I couldn't face your mother, cause I feel I failed ya. I'm gonna miss you while you're gone. You left your brother all alone. How long we moan? Life goes on.
Oh, I'm thinking that you know. Oh, I'm happy that you know. It's okay, they don't know that you know. It's alright, it's alright.
Yeah, that's a new one. Balenciaga, Life and Gaga. You have to give us a new one. Balenciaga, Life and Gaga. I feel laugh. I know he's going to come and use voice I want to, but no, this particular one. I like your last 8 bars, and I like what you did. I feel laugh.
That was a beautiful song. That was super dope. So that's gonna wrap up the album review. I knew there would probably be mentionings of people passing away, especially when you get an album from somebody who is living through grief while we go through it. I have nothing to offer in terms of critique for how somebody grieves and makes music about it. But what I can offer, because I don't want to have no commentary on the track, is gratitude. Thank you for making this. I think it was a beautiful, beautiful tribute. You're not alone. Not just AQ, but you at home listening, if you're in the GSGang watching this, like, we're all going to relate to this probably. We've lost an insane amount of people over the last couple of years. It's been, like, plus me and my peers are getting older, and I feel like the older that you get, it becomes a more prominent thing in your life. I can remember, like, at 21 years old, I would have listened to this, I'd have been like, this is fucking dope, and moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, like, you're not as experienced, you're not as lived, you haven't, you don't, the emotions aren't resting as heavy on you and shit like that. So, on behalf of all of us listening to this, thank you for choosing to share it with us. I think it's a beautiful closure out to the album. It feels like, but it's more than music, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not full critique. Let's go. So this is obviously, well, last two are both 10s. For me. Let's go. Add up your totals. 39. We got 42.5. 42 point. Damn! Okay! 42.5 the first time. 42.5 the second time. 84. That's an 85 out of 100. That's my score. Nope. Let me make sure that's right. 42, 42, 84, 5. 85 out of 100. That's my score. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. Give flowers where flowers are due. So if you're seeing this and you enjoyed it, make sure you tag the artist. Make sure you tag Bigfoot. Make sure you tag whoever put you onto it. Give flowers to the people who hooked you up. So if you had a friend or something like that that's like, hey yo, still pushing, word of mouth is still the best way to spread any kind of information, right? It's always going to mean more when it comes from someone you love. So tell someone about the album, let them know it's fucking dope. And as always, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Let's go.